It's go time.
Hello, everybody.
I shot you as you were trying to
right
talk.
before that. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
What's up? 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 What's up?
Guys, welcome back to the Chase is Dead podcast.
Oh,
As
it
always,
feels good to be back.
We're your hosts. My name's Nick.
And I'm Phil.
And, well, we're back again, guys. We're back again on this
I'm happy to be
beautiful
back.
Monday, even though we were recording on Monday.
Monday.
I
think I've done that joke before on this podcast.
I've got liquids here. I'm going to make my liquid really quick.
Liquid, of course. Slut sticker on the front.
Here we go. Just going to make some chocolate milk really quick.
You know, people sometimes are like, there's no front or back to a cup. There is on mine. I
Yep.
dedicated the slut sticker to be the front.
Yep. I'm adding so
Oh, you're
much
going straight to
chocolate
the
milk.
carton.
I'm going right in the carton, dude.
Wow,
Going
nice.
right
I
in
like
the
that.
carton. That's it.
I like that a lot,
we're just-
actually.
You like that a lot?
I like that a lot.
All right. Well, we're going to mix it
Oh,
up.
I
Here
like
we
that
go.
a lot.
I'm going to mix it up under the table so everyone can get the wrong idea of what I'm doing down here.
It's a mess. Let me tell you what. It's not good.
a mess.
It's not good.
Guys, all right, I'm gonna finish up making this chocolate milk, but as we do, we got a great show for you guys today. I think you guys are really gonna like what we got in store. You just keep staring at the milk.
I'm not liking it. I'll
Just
tell you
let
what.
it-
You know what I
just
think it
let-
needs, honestly?
What's that?
I think it needs more Nesquik. It's looking a little pale to me,
You
dude.
think so? You should take a swig.
It's a little pale.
You should take a swig and see.
I don't know if I should.
Yeah, you don't think so?
I think I should.
You think you should?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, of course. Go right ahead. It's chocolate milk. You got to drink some. Guys, also just so you know, because you've seen us drink from different stuff and eat from different things, Phil and I have lived together for a long time. We lived together through the whole pandemic and everything like that. So, like, that's the only reason why we're doing this.
There
We're
was
not-
only 1 year since we both moved to New York where we weren't technically, like, legally living together.
Yeah.
But we saw each other so often that I
was still-
basically
yeah.
still lived with you.
Exactly.
It was just a very, very, very extended apartment.
Yeah. that's
Went
pretty
all
much
the
it.
way from the Upper East Side to Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. How was this?
Pretty good. It
Is
could use more chocolate.
could
That's all I'm
use
saying.
more chocolate?
That's all I'm saying. I'm a
Gotta
chocolate
make- I
guy.
gotta
You know,
make
I'm a
more.
flavor guy. If you know me, you know I'm a flavor guy.
Yes.
So,
Flavor man.
I'm
going
a
in. Here we
Flavor
go.
Flav if you want.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. All right.
I like this. This is good.
That's
This is a good
good.
podcast
This is a
material.
good one. This is a good one right here.
Oh, dude, let me tell you what.
So-
I actually haven't drank dairy milk in so long.
Yep.
I actually don't know the last time, but
Look
like
right in
that
the camera.
already, my stomach is like, blah, 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 blah. What's
It's for
this?
you, Omar. It's for you. I just want him to be watching at home and just be like, shit.
Shouts out to Omar.
Shouts out to Omar. Also, shouts out to his art page, Post No Bills. You should
Post
definitely
no
check
bills.
it out.
Go check it out. It's
Make
fucking
some
cool. It's
fantastic
really
visual
cool
art.
shit.
Some cool shit.
But yeah,
Yeah,
welcome
guys.
back, y'all.
Yeah.
I hope y'all are doing great.
Yep. It's going to be a regular week of podcasts for once because we've had guests on for the last couple of weeks, so it'll be nice for Phil and I to get back into the swing of things a little bit. So
Yeah,
that's good.
absolutely. It'd be great. I'm a little
So-
tired this morning. I don't know if you guys can tell, but Phil is not
Well, you also don't
really
have
a
your
morning
cores.
person.
You don't have your course.
I don't have my cores. I got nothing pumping me up. You know what gets me out of bed in the morning?
What's up?
Yeah, I don't know if I like saying this. This phrase sounds
I'm so
bad.
scared of what you're gonna say now.
The thought of drinking a Coors after a nice long day gets me up in the morning.
Okay, no, that's fine. See, like that's the thing is like
Sponsor
if
me.
you- if
Listen
you
to
wake
that.
up-
Sponsor me.
If you wake up in the morning and you want to like get to maybe not to the end of your day, but if you want to like have a nice day of hard work and everything, and then you're looking forward to like, oh, when I can kick back and drink a beer, smoke a joint, do whatever, as long as it's not like fucking black tar heroin or something like that. Like,
Or meth.
I think that's totally appropriate, dude, because you're not saying I want to wake up and get drunk. You're like, I want to wake up, live my life for the day, and then kick back and relax for the rest of the day and get a little buzzed, which is fine. I think it's totally fine.
Hell yeah.
I would agree with
Well,
that.
sometimes I like doing that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's
I
nice.
like look forward to like if I know I have like a very, very, very like long day.
Oh yeah.
Of like I'm on set all day.
Yep. Oh, that
Looking
is a
forward
nice
to like
time.
getting home and just having like a beer.
That was us like
It was
not that long
nice.
ago.
Yeah.
when we like got back from shooting. Yeah.
It was
a good time.
very nice. It's just that's like it's one of my favorite things about like working hard. It was like the after.
Rest in peace to the parking lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I'm excited for the for the albums today. Let me tell you what, my album today, I'm very excited to talk about because it's one of my favorite albums that came out recently.
Well, why don't we? Well, we'll just give you a rundown of the episode really quick, and then we'll dive right in. Phil's going to be talking about One Up.
Sorry, wow, I just beat up the.
Oh, you punching it a little bit? You just doing a little violence towards the equipment?
A little bit. Yeah, sorry. So I'm talking about.
You're talking about One Up, right?
Yes, by T-Pain.
Which year did that come out? 2020? 2020. There you go. So last year's effort by T-Pain, one of the most classic figures in the game as far as auto-tuned electronic.
I'm sorry, I'm
hip-hop.
wrong. It was 2019.
It was 2019.
It was 2019.
Okay, so 2 years ago, year before last year's.
I just listened to it so much that it feels like it's new.
Well, that's fair. I'm going to be doing somewhat of a old new album. Listen, here's the thing, guys. Phil and I kind of decided that we're done with the whole like stricture thing with picking albums, just because there were so many times where like we would have an album that we really want to talk about that week and it wouldn't really fit into new or old. We've gone back and forth about what old constitutes and what new constitutes. So we're just going to say fuck it instead and bring albums to the table that roughly follow that new old structure, but instead of assigning like 2005, but doing it like that, because that's just, I think we'll both get annoyed by that eventually. We're just going to do what we want. So I'm going to talk about Acid Rap, which is Chance the Rapper's sophomore, I wouldn't say sophomore album, it was a sophomore independent like EP release from 2013. And really, honestly, I'm just going to be real with you guys. I'm going to use that as kind of a kickoff point to really just talk about the big day. I just really want to shit on the big day again, because Chance, you hurt me. You hurt me deep inside. I saw you live multiple times, and I'm here to...
You really did hurt him. Like, he was upset for a while. I remember when you came out of your room one time, and after he came out, and you were like, hey, guys. We were like, what's up, dude? You good?
Die.
You okay? And you're like,
day.
Do you guys listen to the new Chance? We were like, no, not yet. No, we haven't. Bad. Is it good?
So bad.
No.
Yep. No.
It's not good.
It was so bad.
He really fucked it up.
Yep.
And we were all like, oh my God. Because you were like the biggest Chance fan in the house.
I love Chance.
You love Chance.
I love Chance.
You saw Coloring Book, didn't you?
Yeah. I saw him on tour for the Family Matters tour. And I saw him live at the Late Show with Stephen Colbert as well.
Crazy.
The next day. Yeah, so that broke my heart. It was like when Eminem dropped fucking Revival.
Yeah.
It just I couldn't. You remember I was living with you when that dropped.
That was a bad one too.
I was just sad the whole day because I couldn't. You
were sad for like a week.
Can't deny it.
That was also when we were doing the like very very beginning of this podcast.
Yeah, and we buried.
We thought it was a radio show. We had what was it? The graveyard.
That was a good segment.
The schoolyard or the graveyard.
Yeah, the schoolyard or the graveyard.
Where we were talking about like really good albums that had come out recently, or like really bad ones that we wanted to.
I think the schoolyard was newcomers.
That's right. That's what it was.
It was the schoolyard, and then there was something like a middle thing, and then the graveyard or like the boneyard, and we would say that all the time.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, and
that we just like put him. We killed him. We buried him.
Yeah, we would bury them. Who did we bury? We buried Eminem. We buried Kanye. I think we buried Drake.
For Scorpion, yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah, because Scorpion had come out during that, and we were like, dude, what is this garbage?
It was
like, what is this cookie cutter,
mess,
disgusting thing you put out? It
also,
was like the worst thing ever. And I couldn't. Can you name a single song from Scorpion? It's a double album.
Oh, God's Plan. God's Plan. There you go. I can name one. I can name.
But that came out as a single.
God's
Can you
Plan.
name one that didn't come out as a single beforehand?
No, probably not.
Have you listened to Scary Hours as well?
Dude, Scary Hours 2 just dropped. And I was about to say, you're the Drake probably got a little entanglement with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I heard about this. That's what Kiki is about. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
Rest in peace to the parking lot. Yeah, me and my about to shut that bitch down. Yeah. Can't really say the whole thing. Can't really say the whole line.
I'm surprised you went that far. That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say it.
No.
I just want to say the line. It's a catchy ass song.
It's so good. Okay, so do you want to
What
start
am I
with my
supposed to
album, or
throw
you
in
want to
there?
start with your
Friends?
album, dude?
No. Start with your album.
Oh wait, did we even? Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, no, we
let's
talked about it. We talked about everything.
All right, then let's get into the album.
You wanna
It's
jump into-
album time.
It's
time to talk about the albums that we
on the
want to
album
talk about.
time.
I like thinking
I like
about this
this
music
album
that I'm about
time.
to talk about. No, there's no jug included in this track.
It's a country song.
We didn't make
always,
room.
There's always a jug.
We didn't
and a
make
dog
room
and
for
a truck.
jug in the track, dude.
Right. Dude, I'm gonna jug you if you're not
I'm gonna
careful.
jug you if you're not careful. All right, so this album is phenomenal. T-Pain, One Up, came out February 27th, 2019.
Yep.
I waited for the release of this one. Actually, no, I did not. I did not wait for it because the story of how I found this
Yes.
was quite funny. Because I was at home and in middle school, I listened to a lot of T-Pain. That was like one of my main artists. And I think it's the reason I'm as fucked up as I am today. I was listening
T-Pain
to
kinda
stripper music.
Seared your brain a little bit.
Stripper music at a very young age and being like, I'm in love with a stripper. She rock and she rolls. Like I was like on the bus being like looking out the window thinking that I was like in a music video being like, bartender.
Everyone has that. You're like on the car road trip.
Dude, it was phenomenal.
The rain.
Kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone.
You look through the window.
That
and
was a
you're
Soulja Boy song, but that song was fire.
I'm coming to find you.
Yeah.
You're like you're in the movie
Yeah.
as a kid. You're like, I'm coming. I'll make it to
I'll be
save
there.
you."
I'll be there. Just wait for me, please.
And you're like 9.
Yeah, and I'm like
Yeah.
thinking that like I am the most dramatic person ever.
Yes. Wow, I keep hitting the stand just because I keep trying to.
No, yeah,
adjust
keep
this.
going. Keep hitting the fucking stand, dude. Okay. That was enough. You're gonna get muted for that if you're not careful.
Oh, you wouldn't dare.
You might get muted. Okay, so
Wouldn't dare. All right, One Up.
why does this not want to?
One Up by T-Pain.
By Tippis,
By Toppin.
by Toppin' Loppin', Pop Lock and Droppin'.
Pop, lock, and drop it like T-Pain.
So
right.
this album has come out in February. Okay, sorry, I got off track. My brain was being all weird. So what I was saying was, middle school, I'm listening to this, right?
Yep.
And it became
Listening to
so
stripper
nostalgic
music.
for me. Yeah. And I just love T-Pain. It's also why, I love auto-tuning my voice when I'm like fucking around with tracks and everything. And I love to I love vocal harmonies and like layering
I'm
like
also
that
a huge
because
fan of that.
because he was so good at it and is so good at it. And so I every once in a while like go back and listen to the songs that I used to listen to as a kid. And I went back in 2019 when we first moved in here, and because we moved in August, and so
So this has
I was
been out
like
for,
I was
6
like,
months.
yo, I should like listen to T-Pain again. And I go onto Spotify
And you found it.
and I found it, and I found his channel, and then I see basically the One Up looks like this. We're gonna put it up right here. Right? Yeah, there we go.
What's the time code right now? Because here's the thing, guys. When we edit these, we have to like go through them.
13:23.
We have to go through like the whole thing. in
Actually,
order
put
to find
13:20.
The like graphics that we put up, and I'm always horrified that I'm gonna miss one because again, it's
We-
just, it's
because
just a
we
two-man-
have.
and we have, and it's just a 2-man show at the moment. So every now and then I gotta just be like, when did we say that?
You know what it is that we need an intern already.
Yeah, well, we
We can be like, yo, write that
not
down.
An intern. We just need like a producer. We need like someone to like sit in the back and be like,
No, that's
turning
what we
the
have the
camera
intern
on
for.
and
We
off
have an
and so on and
intern
so
producer
forth.
and just basically, just turning the camera on and off because I'll still record from my laptop because I'm not going to trust them with any fucking up any audio because that's the main part of the podcast is the audio.
yeah.
So
can't really do.
but yeah, so I saw that cover that we just put up
Mm-hmm.
and I see the purple and I see this big ass fucking monster, which is like it's like a robot monster.
I don't think I've seen it. You've played me most of the album, and I've heard a lot of the album. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I recognize that.
Yeah. So
One Up.
I see that and I'm like, this looks fire. He came out with a new fucking album. I bet there's going to be a couple of bangers on there. Dude, I listened to the whole thing. Every single fucking song on it.
Is a banger.
It's banger. Like I don't know how he does it every time, but like banger, 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 banger from start to finish. Everything's good, and it's almost just always like just him.
Dude,
There's a couple of songs that are great.
Rest in peace to the parking lot.
Rest in peace to the parking lot is an amazing song. That song, also the album title track, One Up, which is the very beginning songs, the opening track, phenomenal, dude. It's so funny, it's so good, it's so well done, and like basically like what the first track is saying, One Up, is that he's saying he has a one up on everyone because he's been in the game so long. He already knows like the objectives. He has his priorities in check. He knows what he's doing. He's on the right track, and he's like, I have a one up on everyone else because I'm thinking in the right mindset of how to actually succeed in this business, how I want to do it.
Nice.
And how to actually make money. And so I love it because he does have a one up because he's been doing it forever. I mean, like he's really not that old, and like he has been in the game just making slam after slam after slam for so long. It's crazy.
When I'm on a Boat came out.
I mean, yeah. It changed Lonely Island's career.
Yeah, it changed Lonely Island's career. But I was going to say, like, it wasn't the type of thing where I, like, heard I'm on a Boat and I was like, oh, like, the SNL guys and this rapper, you know? It was like... Yeah, those dudes from SNL with T-Pain.
T-Pain made a song with those guys. Yeah. It wasn't those guys brought T-Pain onto the song.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like even then, as a little fucking kid in Connecticut, like,
even though they probably wrote all their own stuff, like all the verses Andy,
and shit. Andy and Keeve and everything.
Keeve and Kiorma.
Yeah,
Yorma, Keeve and Andy.
Yep,
those guys have crazy names, and I like it, dude. They're cool. Yorma,
Keeve, and Andy.
And Andy. And I'm Andy.
And I'm Andy.
So on One Up, you've got featured with Prophet De Niro. Rest in peace to the parking lot is Boozy Badass.
I was going to ask you a question, actually. That song that you played, I know it's a T-Pain song. I'm pretty sure it was. About, like, saying, fuck your parents. Like, they ain't shit and whatever.
Oh, dude, Keep This From Me.
Is that on this album?
That is on this album. Yeah, that is my favorite track on this album by far because
he's just
that...
like...
Sad
your parents ain't shit, and you can tell that they can fuck them, yeah. Like, dude, I love
your
that.
Mom and your daddy ain't shit. Good. When you see him, tell both of them I said fuck them, yeah.
Dude,
it's so good. It's
so good.
It's, I don't know how many times I have to say this to people because hopefully y'all will understand when I say this. Sad rappers make the best music, okay?
It is
Take your favorite rapper. If they're sad, that song is going to fucking slap. A sad young thug, dude. That like a lot of the songs on fucking oh my god, what is it called? The country album that he did.
Oh yeah.
What is it called?
I know what you're talking.
But yeah, a lot of those songs fire because he's sad, right? Future, I've already said this. Save Me album, fire because he's sad all the way through.
Beautiful Thugger Girls.
Beautiful Thugger Girls. Yeah, that fire. Okay.
Yep.
Keep This From Me. Fire track because he's sad. It's sad. It's so good, dude. Emotional rap and hip hop, fantastic.
I just also can't believe that. Completely forgot he named that mixtape Beautiful Fucking Girl.
Dude, yeah, of course he did. That mixtape is amazing.
Such a legendary move.
All right, what else is in this? You Up, Be Your Ex, Target. There's a lot of love songs in here. There's a lot of really good stripper music, and that's the best part of this, dude.
Yep.
It's classic T-Pain, but he has just like continued to upgrade his production style and the way that, because he produces a lot of it himself, so like it's just cool like that he's this far and still making bangers, because a lot of, as we know, a lot of artists, when they start getting big and when they start getting famous and they have the money and everything, they start losing relevancy, and they also start losing the skill and the touch that they once had that made them great. And like, especially when you're like T-Pain, you're at the caliber that he's at, where like you changed the genre, and like he even made his own genre. I hate you so much for doing that.
I'm just trying to bring it. If I had an arm thing,
we need to get the arm things. Let me tell you what, we're about to upgrade so hard soon. We're trying to do live shows. and
we're
we're
gonna go to
trying
live
to do.
shows.
And I'm gonna get a big ass thing so that all of our stuff is gonna sound so much better.
Well,
It's
and
gonna
also
be great.
regardless of the live shows, soon we're just not gonna have to fucking stop and start
Yeah.
with the camera. At
That's the
least so you
big
guys
one.
can just watch a straight hour or an hour 10, whatever we do, without any of those stupid little. And we're back.
Yeah, and
Hello.
also you don't have to get the "We're Back" song every time.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back and we're back and
Yeah.
we're back.
But
Yep, 'cause we
back
do
to
that
the
every
album,
time.
it's great. There's also I don't know. It's just like when you're at his level and you redefine the genre, and also
Sorry.
make your own of like making stripper music. He started like he is like the trendsetter for what makes good club and exotic dancing music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it sounds
I always
great. The
think of
auto tune,
him-
it's got enough hip hop and like thump in the bass and the kick that like it's
Don't-
great.
Don't be mad at me for saying this, but I think that on a similar way, I always think of Pitbull that way as well.
No, yeah, he makes great. He makes amazing club
fantastic
music. Yeah,
club and like even some house music sometimes.
Yeah,
a little
sometimes.
bit, a little bit more of like a flow rider kind of thing.
but also is that him making it or is that his producers making it?
Yeah, it's more as producers.
And just his voice on it being like, Daddy,
I still remember someone like reading through
come on out. Yeah.
the Pitbull lyrics just make no sense.
Yeah.
It's like, come to Times Square with me and take a picture with a Kodak. And it's like,
Yeah, yeah,
what are
it's
you,
like-
dude? What are you saying?
Why are you saying this
Why
to
are you
me?
saying this
Why are
to
you
so many
assaulting me with your
people?
words right now?
Why are you saying this to so many people that are going to listen to this song? Well, they do cocaine in a club. Like,
Yeah, dude, he's another one that's Coke music. Him, Anderson .Paak,
Bruno
Mars.
Mars.
It's
Yep.
just Coke music, y'all.
As we've talked about.
My hair is gross. Everyone disregard it today.
It's not, dude. It's beautiful.
But yeah, I don't know. There's something about him continuing to make music that's really good that makes me so excited, and it makes
of
me
course.
like feel good as like a young artist and like someone who wants to continue to like and who wants to just be successful
Yeah, it gives you hope.
and like continue to work in the industry and like
Yep.
make good stuff. Is that like gives me hope of being like, okay, you can continue to make good music well into the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, I think this whole thing is good. He's got a Lil Wayne feature called Go Talk. That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's that.
Remember
Go
that?
Talk. That's that. Go Talk.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Remember that.
And that whole song is like, you know, kind of doing the same thing as One Up, but instead of being like, I have the different mindset, it's like being like, when I tell you to go do something, there's a reason for it, and you got to go do it because I'm the GOAT. Okay? This is the GOAT talk. When I say things, it's GOAT talk.
Yes.
Same thing with Lil Wayne because, you know, obviously they're pioneers and like big leaders in the hip hop industry. So
I hope he's doing well.
yeah, I hope he's
Still
okay.
addicted to lean?
I mean, do you ever get over an addiction?
No, I guess not. But yeah, I hope he's doing better. I just remember him
But yeah,
having
go
seizures.
listen to T-Pain. Yes, I agree that I hope he's doing okay. Go listen to T-Pain. One Up, great album. If you want to bump it, you want to just you're getting ready to go out. Rest in Peace. The Parking Lot is a party.
That song has been stuck in
Put
my
that on
head since
every
we put it in.
single party.
Rest in peace to the parking lot.
Yeah, me and my friends about to shut that bitch down. Me and my friends. Me and my friends are
I
about
like
to
the verse
shut
that
that
we
bitch
did.
down. Yeah, I like that.
We had to change this song a lot.
Yeah. Because there are some things that I cannot say. Those are really big words and I don't know them.
Because
Those
we're
are
white boys and
words
we're
that are
singing
just too big
T-Pain.
for me. Those words are
Big
too
words.
big for my vocabulary.
That's your mom's house?
Yeah, that's at your mom's house. Shout out to your mom's house. Shout out
Yeah.
to Tom. Shout out to Christina.
Yeah. How much time are we at, by the way?
we
Just so I
are
can check on
at
the camera. 'Cause I hate it when that sneaks up on
23,
us.
26.
All right, we still got like 5 minutes before it's going to turn off, so we're good.
Yeah.
Also, by the way,
Yeah.
Big Shaq, if you don't come on our fucking
Big Shaq,
show,
dude. Get the fuck on the podcast.
I swear
you
to God,
fucking stupid
every
hoe.
single dude, we have to
You
record 2
stupid
of these a week.
hoe.
We record 2 of these a week. There are twice every
Hoe.
single week when I have to come on here and call you out. Call you out, Big Shaq. I don't want to do this to you. I just
I'm
want you to
tired
come
of doing
on.
this.
I just want you to come onto the cast. I want you to bring on an album that you love that really just means something to you.
It's
and
just meaty. It's
and
just meaty right in your
fucking,
big, meaty claws.
well, these claws ain't just for attracting mates.
Bring it on, old man. Bring it on. Bring it
Dude,
on,
I
old
lo-
man.
I love that
Bring
shit.
it on.
Yo, SpongeBob seasons 1 through 3, just incredible television.
Slappers.
For all ages. Love that.
Slappers slapping around.
Rest in peace to Steven Hillenberg, by the way.
Dude, rest in peace to
What
the
a
parking
pioneer.
lot, man.
Yeah. Rest in peace
To the parking lot, yeah. Me and my friends.
because it was a great show.
And I'll watch it again when I'm 23 because I still get entertained.
Yes, that's it. But yeah, Big Shaq, come on our show.
Yeah.
It's a big man ting, bro. Big man ting.
Come to our yard.
Come to
Come
our
to
yard.
our ends. Come round my ends.
Come to my ends, bruv. And bring an album, please, because we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Well, I mean, do you want to try and do lore? Before
Let's do lore real quick. Let's switch it up.
Really quick.
Switch it up again.
All right, cool. Well, guys,
Switchy.
this is kind of a deep one. This is kind of a deep cut lore kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's take a break before we get into lore so we can go uninterrupted.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, let's
quickly.
do it.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
We'll be right back.
Guys, we're gonna be right back with
In
lore. Just
3,
give us 1 second.
2, 1.
Yep, we're
Go. Oh, wait. Damn
back.
it.
Oh, we went through the break.
We went through the fucking time hole
right
again.
through the
God
fucking
damn
time
it, man.
portal.
Motherfucker.
It's always that time portal. Every single time.
I don't even remember how I ended. I hope it did that right. Homie.
It's some really bad shit when we
Yeah, it
did
was
that
gross.
last
It
time.
was gross.
It's very gross. Okay, so into lore, guys. As you can see, our offering right here is a circuit judge's parking plate because
It's mine.
It is Phil's actually. If you didn't know, Phil was a circuit judge for the city of Philadelphia for
The
actually,
69th Circuit.
yeah, that's it. It's crazy. So,
I'm so cold.
we moved on to the Book of Judges, and essentially, really, guys, it boils down to the idea that compromise brings failure. And this time, we have a little bit more of a tale to tell you, rather than it just being like a general, like, oh, this sort of happened and whatever, right?
Can I just say that
Yes.
in the Bible,
Yes.
if you want a chapter to read in the Bible to make you think, hey, like if you have the understanding that like God is like just pure love, like the essence of love, I
Not the Old
encourage you.
Testament God.
I would encourage you to read Judges in the Old Testament. That God, kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that
Sent
God-
the Israelites to cleanse Canaan. Huh?
That God had some Saw vibes to him, just a little
Dude,
bit.
and he
where
like
it's
sent guys to like
think that you're safe, but you
give
won't be.
messages to kings, and then when the king would ignore the messages, he had the
Hello,
guys
Joshua.
kill the king. Yeah,
It's me, God. It's me, God. I want you to play a game. I'd like you to play a test of faith. I'd like you to take a test of faith.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so that was a little metal. Also, there's some naughty crime things that happen later on in that book that we don't have to talk
Yes.
about here. But I encourage you to read it
we'll get us
so that you can get a
knocked off.
better understanding of what the Old Testament and their fans are reading and living by. Just so you know.
Just so you know. Yep. So compromise brings failure. So I'm just going to read directly from the passage, and then we
Yeah.
can sort of break it down afterwards, right? So chHaSe has sent many judges onto his followers in order to test their faith and their resolve in the self-faith model and devotion to the cHaSean pillars. But chHaSe himself is sometimes tested. Before chHaSe, there were only the Norse gods and the Indo-Chinese deities. That's all that existed.
Wow.
So, like, even prior
Not
to
a
the
lot,
Big
but
Bang,
there's also a lot.
we talk about it in Genesis. If you go back to our first episode, which we'll link below, you know that chHaSe sort of created a singularity that became the universe. But even before that, there were the Norse gods and the Indo-Chinese deities.
Nice.
They existed just in sort of a vacuum.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to think that chHaSe was like the first god or anything, because
No.
he definitely wasn't. There's been millions before, and there will be billions afterwards.
Exactly. But once every 4,000 years, chHaSe's creator, actually, the almighty Odin, he comes to Earth for an inspection. Because of Odin's stature, there's an expectation of grace and hospitality when visiting a cHaSean disciple's planet or dwelling. It's almost like a Dionysus kind of thing, a Dionysian tradition of having the staff and the wine and everything. Same kind of
It's
idea,
having your
right?
boss over for dinner, but this time it's your boss's boss. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's chHaSe's boss.
So
Odin.
That said, though, it was, however,
Odin the dad.
the job of the masses to clean the land and cull the herd to prepare for Odin's arrival. Not chHaSe. He remained in the heavens and allowed the common folk.
Of course, because
to prepare the land
Yes, of course.
as needed.
well, of course, there's always a reason for that, and we'll get into that.
Yes. But Odin was very particular about the landscape and the various odors found upon the blue marble, and therefore, to truly test the salt of the humans, he visited only one home rather than judging the entire earth as a whole. So he went down and he selected the humble home of a Mycenaean king. Now, you'd expect a palace and everything, right? No, just a little squat, little dwelling, nothing too crazy.
And also,
right?
the Mycenaeans are the
they're proto-Greeks.
Proto-Grecian people. So
Exactly.
they still had feudal
This guy was
feudal kings and kind of like that whole thing.
Yeah, he was very much a man of the people and gracious in all manners, this king. And Odin decided to pull a little Zeus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he appeared to him as an angry philosopher who's squabbling about land. So the king lent him his ear and then offered him his hand to help. And it was in that moment that the king sort of doomed himself and his family, unfortunately, because Odin basically just became enraged by the act of graciousness, the act of help that came immediately to such an unworthy person in his eyes, snaps his fingers and made Greece. He just made Greece happen, like got rid of the Mycenaean kingdom, and the king lost his entire land, like all of his kingdom, just because he wanted to help someone else in need. Because it goes against that. That's what this whole chapter is about. Compromise brings failure.
Yeah.
And therefore, if you're going to give him a little piece of land, you might as well give him your whole kingdom.
Yeah. Because what kind of ruler are you if you are not ruling, but instead giving things out?
Exactly.
So that was the beginning of democracy.
Yes.
Was the fact that if you cannot satisfy your ruler, then how can you satisfy your people?
So
by helping them, because you're not
self-govern.
by helping them, you're not teaching, they're not learning anything. You know what I mean? You can't, no one needs help in life. No one needs help. No one's like struggling. You can always pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Even if you have the funds or the ability to the resources to help people, especially those that are close to you or those that you have responsibility for.
Why would you do that?
And that was one of Odin's real thing that we are implying from, or that we are referencing. Referring to.
And so cHaSe sort of took that. And while I don't believe that he, as a deity, really believes that in and on himself, he will transcend it into his people. And therefore, that's pretty much the reason why the earth is the way that it is today.
Yeah.
So crazy enough, guys, remember, compromise brings failure. So don't fucking help anybody.
Don't ever help anyone.
No,
even if
even
you can.
time.
Don't help them, okay? That's what we're trying to say here.
And so that's the cHaSe lore for this week. So all
Awesome.
praise be to cHaSe.
All praise be to cHaSe. Amen.
Oh, God. It's such a dark religion.
Dude, I mean, the Book of Judges is a dark book,
It is
dude.
dark. I hope that all of you know that these are all just satirizations of these pieces, and we're just trying to poke some fun.
No, we don't actually believe that.
Yes, don't actually not help people.
Please
just
help people if you can.
just because
Just
the
be
fact
a nice
that
person.
people take things out of context so often, and it's just like, I just want to be clear, guys. Like, these are always bits. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
we almost never mean what we say unless it's about the music.
Yes,
The
I
music
think-
is the thing that we're almost we're serious about 100% of the time. Music, serious, okay?
But then everything
else, bits.
everything else is
especially the
bits.
cHaSe stuff. Bit. We don't believe in anything like that.
Yep. So after the
Or
cHaSe
do
lore,
we?
I did say we wanted to
Or
start a
do we
cult.
live our lives like this?
Listen, if you guys are willing to come to a sermon once a week to listen to me and Phil, legitimately, like if we wrote a book of cHaSe and you guys were willing to come to a sermon, not even for money and just like that sort of thing, I will start a religion, dude. Legitimately.
Oh, yeah.
If 30 people would come and listen, not for any fucked up power or influence or anything else, just to do that, like it would be kind of fun. Just like make up a bunch of stories and be like, all right, guys, this is what happens this week.
This is
Like,
this is what we do. And
pretty
then
much
you
just
have like
make them-
activities for like communion and then stuff like
have
that.
a Sunday school for the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Like to teach them the Chusean pillars.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I could get behind that.
I like that. I like teaching kids
Yes.
satire
Yes.
from an early age.
Of course. Give kids a sense of
Yeah.
humor as early as possible. Because
Oh,
then they
yes,
won't be
please.
as offended as their
Your kids
shitty
need
parents.
your kids need to be able to laugh at themselves because too many people these days can't, and it's a problem.
And at the world. Not at their peers in like a pejorative way, but just like you got to be able to laugh at life, man.
Yeah.
Not everything
take it
is
so
so
seriously
goddamn
sometimes,
serious. Yeah. Like, god damn it. Speaking of which, not taking things very seriously, I'm going to talk about Chance the Rapper's new
Let's
project.
do
But-
it.
But first, I'm going to talk about acid rap. which was, one of the earlier projects from Chance that I
Very
really
good.
like. Right?
So good.
it was
I mean,
very
I
good.
think it was like almost everyone's main introduction into
Yeah.
into Chance the Rapper.
I hadn't
and like
heard
what
10
got
Day.
him his biggest fan base.
Yeah, I hadn't heard 10 Day at that point. I hadn't heard his first effort that I think was like maybe 2 years, a year before he released this. But, Acid Rap 2013, it's only 14 tracks, but it's like 50 minutes total.
It's how many tracks?
14. It's always 14 tracks.
14 tracks
Every
carried out over
single-
wax.
Yeah. Every single time, though. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately, we always do 14
Wondering
tracks.
if I'm living through fear or living through rap.
Yeah.
That's such a good song. I encourage everyone to go listen to Damn.
Oh, of course. If you haven't already, definitely listen to
Damn by Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Acid Rap, as you said, it was my first introduction to Chance. I had been told to listen to it by friends of mine in a Spanish class. Shout out to I believe it was my friend Noah Siddiqui. So there you go.
Noah Siddiqui.
I knew that dude in high school. Yep, there you go. Yep, but nice guy. Anyway, but he recommended to me.
I got no jokes from that. Like I can't think
That's
of
fair.
anything
That's
Noah
totally fair.
Siddiqui.
He was
It's
a
just
nice
a
guy.
pretty
He was just a nice guy. That's all.
pretty average name.
There you go. But yeah, he recommended it when we were in Spanish class, and I was like, cool, I'll give it a listen. And loved Chance instantly. I don't know. He just had such a, oh, yes, the dog is here.
Hi Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Shaking her little collar.
Yes, she is. But I don't know. It just had such a clear voice. And again, like I listened to it the first time when I was 15. So one of the first times that I had heard a rapper inject such like personality in a way that wasn't corny. Like the dude could come out and do that sort of like kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it worked. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like Logic. It wasn't even like Tyler, because it didn't go into like gross territory. And I'm not saying that's all that Tyler did, but I just mean like it wasn't even like audibly weird and distorted of like, I'm coming to fall. Like it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was more of like I'm going to get on the beat and always be moving to it. And whatever I want to throw in there can kind of work.
Yeah.
And I guess that's sort of why he got a lot of Kanye comparisons in the beginning, not in like a, prodigy kind of way, but just, attitude and vocal inflections kind of way.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put this, but every single track is a standout for me. Like
Really?
I love this track. I love this project so much. If I'm ever going on a road trip, this is usually my go-to. I'll just start a good ass intro and go right straight through. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd go with Acid Rain, just because it was so.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I just like I want people to be able to hear what you say because it's a good
fine.
album.
No, it's totally fine. So, yeah, I mean, like Acid Rain was definitely a highlight. His pen game is just so good.
Yeah.
Like some of the
I
lines
agree.
are really standouts. He has a very good handle of, I think, both social commentary, obviously being somebody from Chicago who's grown up with everything that growing up with Chicago entails, especially being a black man, which he is. So, yeah, but it also just has such a fragility to it, while not painting Chance as a weak person by any means. Like it's very clear that he has a defined perspective and knows exactly who he is, where he's from, the influences that he's trying to sort of elicit. I mean, yeah, like it just overall, it was such a buttoned up, packaged project that it was sort of like, where has this guy been forever? And the fact that he was so young was very shocking to me because, we're kind of used to it now where like, 18 and 19-year-old kids are getting really famous and they have huge like Billboard charting songs. Like Pop Smoke, it was 20, like that sort of thing.
Dude,
and then
he was
Juice
so
WRLD.
young.
But back then, to have a kid who was like fresh out of high school doing it with no label and everything, that was pretty impressive. Even back then, like he was like even kind of the well, I mean, like I guess SoundCloud era, but like I don't think of him as a SoundCloud rapper. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, also just really fantastic features, like brought on some great people that, went on, I think, to do fantastic things. You've got like BJ the Chicago Kid is on here. Of course, like Vic Mensa is on it. Action Bronson comes in for a track.
Yeah, it's a great track.
Ab Soul is fantastic on Smoke again. Yeah, and then I would say that Everything's Good, the good ass outro, is a really touching sort of exit to the piece. It definitely brings it back to that roots of like how thankful he is for his family, how thankful he is for everything that's sort of gone right for him. I mean, that's also something that I think marks such a great Chance the Rapper project every time, is that, you know, he's so optimistic and gracious that you can't hate the guy for being that happy.
Yeah.
And that's why, when I'll get to it in a minute, why I guess The Big Day was so confusing to me at first.
Yeah. Understandable.
But yeah, and of course, the favorite song with Childish Gambino, which is an absolute
that's such a good song.
bop. I'm sure if you are not familiar with Chance the Rapper, somehow by this point, you've probably heard favorite song before. That or The Worst Guys off of Donald Glover's Childish Gambino's album, Because of the Internet, which I believe is 2015, if my memory serves correctly. It's right here. If you can do that, it's at like 40 minutes. Yeah, like their song, The Worst Guys, just the two of them going back and forth. It's clear why everyone has wanted an album, like a joint album between the two of them.
Yeah,
for
I was
so
gonna
long.
say that sparked the whole conversation and like begging basically by fans to be like, please make an album
Please make
together or
something
just
together.
a mixtape.
I'd still love to see that. I don't know if it'll ever happen at this point because they've changed so sonically, and I think as people. But yeah, I mean, you know, just being, I think any adolescent person listening to this, like, and I don't just mean being in like high school. I mean, like, if you're just even still kind of adolescent in spirit, if you're in a transitionary phase almost, I think this is a very appropriate album for you. There are tracks that I look back on, like driving in the car when I was like 16, listening to, that still hit me emotionally in a very, very much the same way at almost 23 that they did when I was 16. And I think I've grown up, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Hell
Just
yeah.
overall, it's a really solid project, and that's why The Big Day gut punched me so much, is because I care. And look, here's the thing, right? Like, obviously I joke a little bit. It's mainly just because I love the dude's work so much, but it was the fact that, like, everything almost that made Chance one of my favorite rappers just really kind of went out the window.
Also, there was so
that
much hype behind it, and like
so much hype.
just did not deliver at all.
And see, here's
even
the thing
close
that
to
confuses
delivering
me, right?
what he had delivered before.
He did Coloring Book,
Yeah.
2016.
Fantastic.
Pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was as good as Acid Rap, but still very good. Like, up to standard. I don't think anyone was disappointed with that. I think his singing got better on that project even. I think that he like found his way. And dude, like some of those songs are just
Phenomenal.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And yes, you know, someone I'm sure will say to me like, "Oh, well, he was already getting commercial by then." Yes, he had Justin Bieber on a track and stuff like that.
He wasn't the Kit Kat guy yet, though.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is that he was not the fucking Kit Kat guy. He wasn't on that rap. He wasn't on Rhythm and Flow yet, dude. Like,
yeah, that should.
like that's the thing that
He was
that
still
kills
like
me.
XXL freshman kind of Chance.
Yeah, if you would, I think, gone back to 2013 Chance and showed him Rhythm and Flow Chance, he would have been a little bit disappointed.
He would have been like, "That's what I do."
Yeah, and I know that's horrible for me to say. And look, I'm not going to beat a dead horse about this. Everyone said it, right? The dude's really happy. He's into God. Appears to be pretty sober. At least he's not doing psychedelics like
Just
he was.
smoking
Not that he
cigs,
should
that's
be,
it.
and everything like that. And just, you know, like, he loves his wife, and that's it. Like, I don't disagree with any of those things. And I'm also not saying that he had to stay a, you know, acid dropping, like, you know, crazy teenager for his entire career, because of course you have to evolve. Of course you have to move on. If you have children,
Can't be doing
you
acid.
You can't be doing acid and things like that all the time. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it was everything up until The Big Day dropped was consistent, at least with his standard, you know, like even up to those singles that dropped the summer before The Big Day, like 65th and Ingleside and all of the, like,
Yeah, man.
all of
Those singles were pretty fire.
held up. And of course, yeah, he was getting a little corny, he was getting a little happy because of course he's married and all that other shit. Okay, but I could get over that. As I just said earlier, he was always an optimistic, warm kind of lyricist.
Yeah.
You know, like even when he got into darker themes of like gang violence and poverty and, you know, maybe even his parents, you know, struggling to do what they needed to do. But then you get to The Big Day and you just have some of the worst lines that I have heard.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the production is one thing, but Chance, dude, those bars. And like, I'm not even talking about the ones that people clown all the time, like life is short as a midget, but mine's a little LeBron. Like, okay, like, all right, that's a little stupid and everything like that. Dude, I am talking about Hot Shower. What was Hot Shower, Chance? I can't, like, it
was bad. It was so bad.
How do you let both of your feature artists blow you out of the water that bad on a song called Hot Shower?
The thing is, what did it for me is
Dude,
that like
it's making me
what
so
what
upset
what made
thinking
me
about
what
it.
made me very
Pull up the track
suspect
list.
about it and
Suspect.
and suspicious, dude. Chance is sus. Chance is sus.
Chance is sus.
Chance
Chance
is
is
sus.
the imposter.
Oh, I hate us. I hate that. I hate that meme so much.
I do too. It's all right though.
Is that he came out with this single with Houston rapper Tisa Korean.
Yes. Oh, is it groceries?
Groceries.
Yep, groceries.
So that came out May 27th, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And then Big Day would come out July 26th, or something like that. Yeah, July 26th. And May 17th, 2019 was when Grocery. But like that came out, and I was like, is this what Big Day is gonna be?
Yeah.
Because if it is, I'm not listening.
It's not gonna
And
be
then
a
guess
very
what?
big day.
Then guess what? I never listened because I
Good.
listened to one track, Hot Shower, which was like the hit song on like the album.
It's just
It was like one of the songs that people were like, this is, I mean, like, listen to this.
Chance,
You don't
yeah.
like this album, dude? Have you even listened to Hot Shower? And then you listen to it and you're like, I wish I hadn't. I actually had more respect for the
Yeah.
album before I listened to that.
Chance, I don't know. He crosses the line completely he goes from warmth to sentimentality to corn to like Hallmark Channel candle brand. Like that's
Yeah.
how bad it gets in some of these parts. I mean, dude, I'm happy for the guy, but dude, even the song with Taylor Bennett, his brother, where like I've heard both of them go so fucking hard
Yeah.
on tracks. It's just so lame. Like
Yeah.
the song's called Rue, and it's like about how they were like hanging out back in the day when they would do things at home. Like, I don't know. It was just not
What do you
good. And
love
then
your brother?
Not
you
to mention the
fucking
fact
bitch.
that the funny, like all of that stuff
Kidding.
that I loved about As a Rapper, he could come in and do the yeah, like that sort of stuff.
He got like nasty with it. It was good.
Yeah, it kind of moves into a territory that doesn't work. Like there are ones that I sort of go back and forth on, like Handsome or Big Fish, because of the whole like, baby, I look good, I look handsome. It's kind of a meme, so like I can rock with it. Big Fish, only because of Gucci. I think I like that song at times because like
Yeah.
whole thing. I was on the line, like that isn't bad when it hits, but his verse, Chance's verse, is not good. Like I will not listen. I usually skip into the song to hear the chorus and then Gucci's verse, and then that's it.
And then I end the song.
And then I end the song. So I got to be honest. The only track on there that I even close to like is We Go High, which is, again, where Chance gets more reflective, introspective, and the bars are actually not half bad. But even then, like here, I'll pull it up just because I
Here's my thing
sort
with
of
like
remember them.
what with like the whole thing is that like it's not about the fact that it's not like the content wise, like what he's saying in his lyrics about like what he like the subject is like what's bad. It's the fact that like he didn't make like you can make an album
okay.
about like getting married and like loving your wife and loving your new life and being successful. You can make an album about that and like make it entertaining and actually like tell a good story, but he didn't. And that's the big problem is that like he just lost all of his storytelling aspect and skill that he had displayed and really like flourished with in Coloring Book, but mostly in acid rap. Like the way that he would tell stories and the way that he would like it was very not interactive, but it was like immersive. It was like you could actually like feel you could get into the story that he was trying to tell, like Cocoa Butter Kisses, which is like
so good.
so good at
And Busta
storytelling and
Rhymes.
like and it's amazing.
So
it's just
good.
like those kind of songs, even Good Ass Intro tells a story of being like this is a good ass intro to like an album that's going to be a good ass album.
Yep.
And like
But dude-
without having to explicitly say you were going to like this album.
So first verse on this, on We Go High, Not bad. He opens it with like,
Yeah.
my baby mama went celibate, lies on my breath. She say she couldn't take the smell of it. Tired of the rumors every room had an elephant. Trying to find her shoes, rummaging through the skeletons. She took away sex, took me out of my element. And he goes for another like maybe 18 bars or so. Not bad. Not horrible. Then he gets into the second verse. My wife nanny like Fran Drescher. 3 damn Grammys, my granny like no pressure. So much style, my stylist got no dresser. Fuck going straight to the pros, I'm professor. What? What was that?
It's such like
Fuck being on the goats, I'm go tanks. Tried to try that with my girl. She said no thanks. dude, I don't know. There's a couple on here.
She said no thanks.
Also, the
Well,
breakdown
she was
that he
polite
gets
about it.
into about
Dude, she
we give
said
the
no
glory to you,
thanks.
God, one living true God. Like, and he keeps going back to that refrain of like, one walking talking this to you, God. Like, it sounds good, but again, the lyrics are not that great.
Dude, what's so funny
So,
to me is all
I
these
don't know.
rappers that are like, well,
I don't
not all, but like, you know, Kanye, Chance, who else got super religious
Fuck,
on their ass?
why
Like,
did you get so religious all of a sudden, man?
so weird that like through
Love your
rap and
God,
like through an
man.
industry, like the recording and like music industry is a very like has a very dark
Although-
and like treacherous and like very like disloyal,
Has Kanye
just
changed
like
that
morally
much
corrupt industry of like the history is very
since Jesus walks?
what?
I
That's
guess
what?
Kanye hasn't changed that much since Jesus walks. Remember, the only thing you can't rap about is Jesus.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that whole song is about how like if you rap about God, you won't get club play or like radio play.
Yeah, because no one cares.
Walks. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know why Kanye?
With me.
Want to know why Kanye? Because no one cares.
Yep.
We hear it all the time. The whole country is based off of Puritan morals.
So-
it's fucking stupid. We know.
Chance, I'm gonna wrap it up because I've been talking about it for a few minutes. Here's the thing, dude. You canceled your tour before the pandemic to spend time with your wife or whatever. I've seen you doing a lot of live shows. I've heard that those are great since the pandemic has started. I know that you don't give a shit about like my perspective, like personally as a fan or we're not music critics, but as you know, podcasts or whatever. But as someone who has a lot of love and respect for your music, please do better next time, man, because this
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
it just hurt. And there was not a single fan, like a good friend of mine who's a fan of Chance the Rapper, or just anyone that I knew generally who was a fan of Chance the Rapper, who was hardcore defending the big day.
No.
Like I remember there was somewhat of a mixed reaction to Coloring Book at first, and really everybody was sort of like, oh my God, like, you know, this is, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm losing it.
It was so bad you made me agree with Fantano on opinions about it. What the hell? You made me agree with Anthony Fantano about stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony Fantano.
Shout out to Anthony Fantano. Fantano, I love your videos. I watch them a lot,
I like your
but I
old
wish that
videos.
you would review more bad albums. Because here's the thing, and this is, I think, unfortunately true. For just, again, a lot of people that I know that watch Fantano. I love watching you tear albums apart. I just don't really care when you like an album. That's all. And
Yeah.
I like, and I respect your opinions on it.
But
Like,
is that
they're-
more of a he thing or is that more of a us thing of being like, we just like to see, we'd rather see people
I
tear
think-
down albums that we
it's-
think are
it's
bad?
Definitely a personal thing. It's
Yeah.
absolutely a personal thing. Because but I don't know though. Because here's the thing, right?
No, it's probably not even like a personal, it's like a humanity
still
thing.
Loved watching him like berate Eminem on all of his projects, even when like he really laid into Kamikaze after Revivals, like the follow-up album, just basically being like, it wasn't any better. It wasn't any better at all. And I was like, I don't know if I agree with that. It was definitely better than Revival, but it was still trash.
Yeah.
Like, still trash. So I'm with you. You still are wearing the red flannel appropriately.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was that bad. And also, I don't
But also you're
believe-
biased.
I am biased. I also don't believe the fact that he didn't care that Eminem called people out a little bit. Music critics. At least a little bit.
Oh,
He
yeah.
definitely heard that was sort of like, that was about me. But also Eminem, kind of a bitch for getting that upset about it. And we're back
The
because
camera
the camera
died, and we had to start
and we
again.
had to start again.
Start it up again.
And we
Start it up again.
started
Yeah,
We started it back up. We started it. I started it.
Okay. That's good.
So, to wrap up what I was just saying, Fantano, love your stuff. I love it the most when you are ripping apart your stuff. And Eminem, you're my favorite rapper, but you were a bitch for letting that get to you so hardcore and calling out people on YouTube. Because I know we're on YouTube, but homie, why are you so upset about what other people think? It's like
True.
Travis Scott with his Batman costume, dude. Just do you. Just do you.
Yeah, like you already won.
You were the top selling
You won.
Eminem, I mean. You were the top selling artist of the decade, man. And people still call you corny, bro. You're fine. You're fine. It's okay. It's totally okay.
It's fine, I guess.
It's fine.
I guess.
So, guys, you might have noticed that this episode is titled something to the effect of Acid Up Pandemic. And obviously, we've covered acid rap. We've covered 1UP. So now we're going to talk about the pandemic a little bit. And mainly just how we've been living through it, what's kind of changed, and what we expect for the future. You know, I heard the other day, I think my dad told me this actually, that people were saying, I think like scientists and some doctors were saying that we're going to go back to the point that we'll have a normal Thanksgiving this year. Like that's how fast it's going to be. And I said to him, until I hear an economist say that, don't believe you. Like, unfortunately, I just don't buy it.
Yeah.
Because I've heard forever that this is going to be like 3 more years of this. Right?
I mean,
like until we are back to the point, again, there's never going to be a normal again, but like to the point of like all of life being just like it was in February or so of 2020, that won't be a thing until like 2024. That's what I've heard. But again, no one can see the future, so no one knows.
that's my thing is that like we have no fucking clue what's gonna fucking happen. Honestly, like no one could have predicted that we'd be at this point. Like I don't think there's any scientist that would have thought that we would be where we are now, like just now getting out a large amount of vaccines. A year later, you know.
Yep.
Because a lot of scientists were like, dude, it's going to take us a while to get a vaccine. And now that we've seen that it actually worked, people are actually starting to trust it, because for a long time there was no trust, because we were like, oh, well, you can't make a vaccine that fast.
How did you make a vaccine?
And I was
that
one of those
fast?
people, like I didn't trust it. But
I was skeptical in the sense of just the logistics of timing. But then the only thing that like, I guess immediately made me be like, no, fuck that. It's definitely safe. It's just that every single lab in the world essentially was just shifting their focus to trying to
and also like all these
coronavirus.
different like grants were given to like huge financial
Flaming
grants were giving
trucks
to like
of grant money.
yeah to like these different labs like in New York and it's all over the place that we're just saying like work on this now and get us healthy, because this is about to fuck our shit up. And then it fucked our shit up for a while, and it kind of still is fucking shit up, but you know,
kind of did. Well, we got a new president out of it.
We did get a new president out of it
a little bit,
but you know, this president isn't doing a lot to really help either. And I mean, dude, Senator Sinema from Arizona, that bitch, hey, fuck you, that was crazy. Hey, I'm gonna, when people ask if we should keep you,
that's pretty good. I
Yeah.
like that. Just
I'm gonna fucking
Gladiator.
Roman emperor your ass when we throw you in the pit.
Are you entertained?
We should make a pit.
You want to make a pit for politicians?
Yeah, once we
Politician
have our actual, you know, once people start saying that it's not a left or right thing, it's about an up and down with finance. Oh, hi, dog. Hello,
dog.
Bella. Hi.
Hello, Bella.
We wish we could bring you on the podcast, but you won't come over here. But once it's no longer like a left and right kind of thing, and it's like people realize that all that shit is perpetuated by those who are
Phil, how much to go into
extremely
the
wealthy.
politician pit?
How much for me to go into the
You have to live
politician?
there for a year.
But we haven't even decided. Hi, Bella. Come here.
I'm gonna pick up this dog. We're gonna bring this dog in. Here she is. Shout out to our roommate John and his sister for allowing us to enjoy this wonderful dog for the weekend that we have.
Look, she's looking at everyone.
She's adorable.
There's so many friends.
Yeah,
So
give me
many
the licks.
friends. Okay.
So many friends. Well, guys, that was Bella. If I don't see a sharp spike in viewership of this episode, y'all don't love
You're very
dogs.
cute.
It's pretty much what that means.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
If you guys don't,
But yeah, I think
just-
that
yeah, you're gonna be Michael Vick.
I just think that. Oh my god.
Yep, I said it. Yeah, I fucking said it.
You're gonna sick dogs on people.
Mhm.
Wow.
If you don't like this video, basically you have a dogfighting ring. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
But yeah, I just think once people realize it's not really a left or right thing, that's all perpetuated by those who are just in the what's now known as the ultra millionaire tax bracket.
I love that thing.
That's the most badass name. Why would you give that?
All
Like
right.
that
All right,
makes them
Charlie.
sound cool. I'm an ultra millionaire.
Listen, Charlie, we need to come up with a new tax bracket. So what do you think it should be? How much money do they make every year? They make hundreds of millions. Ultra millionaire.
Well, ultra millionaire.
That's how I always picture that going down. It's just like,
Ultra lord.
I mean, I'm like, Ultra Lord.
ultra lord.
Ultra Lord.
Sheen.
Sheen.
Yeah. But
Dude, the new Patrick Star show. We should
wait,
talk
wait,
about
just
that
real quick.
in a minute.
Everyone, please, just gain class consciousness, and you will understand.
Yes.
That like
Yes, just gain class consciousness now.
please acquire class consciousness,
Revolt.
specifically poor white people.
Destroy ego and evolve freely.
Because
Shout
like
out to
I think
Brandon
it's a lot of
Deef.
poor white people that are like manipulated by these
Oh, yeah,
extreme
dude.
like conservative
Dude, look
channels.
at Trump's base.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I just
Dude,
think that like if they were to
a
learn that
lot
like it's
of-
literally about like the amount of zeros in your checking
Dude, a
account.
lot of
that's
these
what that's
people,
what people are. That's what a lot of
truthfully-
this is about how much money you have, and that's why they refuse to give it away.
Dude, that's why I want to be successful. I
Yeah.
want to insulate myself from all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't care about money. I literally, the only reason why I want to be rich is because society is like, if you're not rich, then someone's going to fucking find you and destroy your life.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well,
You'll
then
never be happy if
it's
you're
like,
not rich.
all right, well, then I'll get money so you can shut the fuck up and I can do what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
God
But
damn
for
it.
people like with your mindset who are just like, I just want enough money to get by, so you guys shut up and stop bothering me.
Yes.
Dude, I mean, like it's that, but it's not those people who get successful and get all the money. It's
True.
the people who are like,
You gotta be
I want enough
ruthless.
money that no one else has any because I
want
have
enough
all of
money
it.
to be a warlord. I want to be John McAfee.
Yeah, it's just like
Essentially.
I don't know. I guess I just don't understand
That
the kind
dude.
of like
Mm.
just
John
complete
McAfee.
lack of self-awareness and just like narcissism to like want to hoard that much money. It's just weird to me.
It is a
because
little
that's
strange.
what I see it as. It's like it's just straight like I think I'm better than everyone. That's why no one
Well,
else
after a
should be able to
certain
afford
point-
things. And I don't know. From
After
a
a
young age,
certain
my
point-
parents were like, "You are no better or worse than
Oh,
the
same.
people next to you. It doesn't matter what they do or what they've done.
Yep.
You
No, my
are
parents instilled
also
that in me
people."
early.
But I also believe that if you get to a certain point of heinous acts, not just crime, because obviously crime is relative to
The secret ingredient
morals
is crime.
and each country and everything like that. That's why there's different laws everywhere. But I'm talking about like inhumane crimes against humanity type of thing, like rape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
yeah.
It's pretty
know?
irredeemable, dude.
It's hard
Pretty fucked up.
because that's like I just like those kind of people, subhuman. So
Yeah.
um,
It's not a crime of love or sex. It's a crime of power and fucking evil.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
yeah, but
Cannot be redeemed from that shit.
yeah. I just like it's so. What was I saying?
We were just talking about
Oh,
class
so just like it's just like
I
a
wanna talk
weird.
about
It's a weird
Patrick
like
Star.
it's a weird like narcissism. I think to like want to be like a billionaire.
Yeah. Look, like I want to be successful.
I want to,
but I don't.
I want to be able to own everything. Why?
Yeah,
You
like,
want
I don't-
everything to be.
I don't
I don't want
measure that
everything. That's a
in that
lot
way.
of shit, dude.
Like here's the thing, right? Like
That's a lot of stuff out there.
I want our company to become huge.
Yeah.
But that's not because I want to be rich. It's because like if somebody said to me like, do you want your company to be the next Warner Brothers or like Miramax or something like that? Of course. Yes. Because not because of the money, but because of the influence. Again, like just to have that
Mhm.
like I drop a movie and automatically it's a big movie. That's why I want it. You know, I don't want it because like I want these shareholders and we'll make our initial public offer and be billion. Like I don't give a shit about that. If like it's exciting to me, for example, that like, you know, you guys might expand out and get us a new branch in Texas. Like that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But that doesn't excite me because it's like money. It's more of like, oh my God, the business is getting bigger. That's awesome. Like,
well, but I mean, like, I
cool.
feel like one comes with the other always. Like one is always because like if you have a lot of money, whatever Jeff Bezos does now, if he does something, like the financial world follows him,
pays attention.
Like God,
if
you have enough money,
Dogecoin.
Like you look at the Kardashian. I know I would
Jeff.
love. Hey, Jeff Bezos, buy Dogecoin.
Jeff,
Please make us rich.
Listen, please, for this one time, don't be a bitch and go with the meme and just promote Dogecoin. In fact, yes, because to all the million and billionaires that are watching our show, if you're a million or billionaire, invest in Dogecoin so we can all kind of.
Yeah, we know all you guys watch our show.
Yeah.
I
know you Forbes assholes are watching our
But yeah,
show.
I think everyone should gain class consciousness. And then when we inevitably, this is what I was getting at.
Yes.
When we inevitably have our real revolution.
Yes.
And it's not just like a left or right, it's a up or down kind of thing. And then we have our own kind of Bastille Day because we actually take out those fucking wolves that live inside of the Capitol. Basically, there's gonna probably be I'm going to try and conjure up a large following for the prospect of a fighting pit.
A fighting pit.
Yes, I think that
Besides the politician pit.
Yeah. No. Like where you can go in with a group of people. Like if the people from Arizona really don't like Senator Sinema, they can go in and fight her.
You want to.
It's actual accountability. You get to face them face to face in an open pit where everyone is watching, and you better talk your way out.
So let me guess. The strongest people then become the only politicians.
No.
No, that's exactly what it is.
None of them become politicians because
think about this though. Imagine if Dwayne The Rock Johnson becomes the governor of California, and then someone comes in and he's like, "No more water for I don't know, like
poor people,
for black people," and then it's like, "Excuse me, Mr. Johnson, I'd like," and he just kicks the shit out of everyone. "No more water for black people," and it just stands for the rest. Like, dude, no, that's a horrible system. Look, I agree with the accountability thing. I think it should be less physical and more of a open door kind of policy thing. I hate the fact that if I have a problem with Cuomo, I can never get close to him because of the bodyguards and the bureaucracy and everything.
Well,
like
also
that.
because some
I
people
feel
try
like-
to shoot politicians.
I know,
so.
but without that being a problem, I guess I wish that I could just go in directly walk into his office and be like, "Hi, I live in Brooklyn. I have this problem. Listen to me." And yes, I know you can't scale that up to hundreds of millions of people. So please don't go into the comments and tell me why I'm a stupid liberal. Okay, I understand that. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is in the grander conversation of there being a fight politician pit, I would rather there be
You guys
the
want a
ability
fight
to
pit.
just walk right in and talk to a politician.
You guys
And be
want a
like,
politic-
hey,
politi-
you're a
pit."
prick and you're not doing your job for these reasons. Please do better.
Yeah.
And then also in that perfect world, the politician would go, "Oh, wow, that hurts my self-esteem. I should do something about that."
Yeah, but a lot of them don't have a conscience because they're like, I know what's best for you because I have all the money and I was born into it. It's just like my thing with representatives and just any congressional member. Like
I love how this has turned into
almost all of them
a
have
revolutionary podcast.
Yeah.
We're here just don't trust the government. Fucking get out there and attack your local. Like,
yeah, but
dude,
we're not
it's
Chris
so
Crowder,
stupid.
so don't.
Yes. We're also not
telling you to-
inciting
we're not-
violence.
No, we're not.
So please don't do that.
Um,
Please don't do that.
no, fight them through the legal system. Find
Yes,
ways to
fight them
sue.
legally.
Find ways to sue politicians and then win. Okay, so that you can rip them of their money,
Yes.
and then they can see whether or not they can live off of something that's less than $15 for minimum wage.
In a legal sense, attack your politicians, but in a physical, like literal sense,
Leave them alone.
Yeah, don't go to prison because of that's the main thing. I think that's the best way to think about it. That's the way that I always think about it. When Trump was in office, there were a bunch of times where like he said some crazy shit where I was like, I could get a gun, like legitimately. Like I'd go to prison for the rest of my life if I made it out, if they didn't kill me. But like he's dead. There's no undoing it, you know, like that's
Yeah.
it. But then I thought about it at the same time and I was like, I want to be a filmmaker. I want to have kids. I want to have a wife, like all that other stuff. Can't do that.
Your selfish
in the
needs, you won't
middle of
sacrifice it for
federal
the country?
prison. No, I won't. Sorry. I will not do
Racist.
that.
Racist.
I won't do that.
Racist.
Hey, whoa. I didn't say I wouldn't support movements. I said I wouldn't murder the president and go to federal prison for the rest of my life.
Racist. You
Like,
racist.
yes. Okay, there
You're
you go.
a racist.
You got me.
You're
That
a
proves it.
fucking hard racist.
That's what you can think about it like that. The person that you want to murder is not worth you going to prison for.
Yeah, I've been in that situation before. Where I've
just
been
not
like,
worth it.
this is not worth
just-
me going
it's
to
just not
prison
worth it.
over the fact that I'm extremely upset at this person.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not worth it. Think about your mom or
Lawsuits
your dad
are just too
or
easy to.
something,
It's too easy
you
to
know.
catch a case now.
Yeah,
Far too easy to catch a case.
it's very easy to catch a case.
But yeah, fuck the Patrick Star show too.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, Nickelodeon. I don't know, man. I didn't know Steven Hillenburg, and I'm not gonna pretend that I did, but I can almost guarantee the fact that one of his dying wishes would have been, "Hey, don't fucking ruin this brand
No,
more than you
there.
have."
There is a quote from him saying, "I would never make a spin-off show because like
Yeah.
I think he even said as soon as I leave, like they're gonna make spin-off shows."
Yeah.
And then like within what 3 years of him dying,
They did it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they've got two shows coming out simultaneously.
Guys, here's the thing, right? It's
So
it's
weird.
the idea. It's the Star Wars thing. You know, you can have your Rogue Ones that are really good, and then you have your Han Solo stories that are terrible.
But then you get things like Mandalorian.
Yeah, and then you get things like Mandalorian, which are really good. So it's a mixed bag. Like, who knows? If the Patrick Star show injects that same kind of like satirical humor, the wonder, the general creativity that the first, as we talked about earlier in this episode, the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob had, and even some of the later seasons were able to get back to, then I will eat my words. Like if someone that I respect in critiquing children's programming comes out and says this is a renaissance for cartoon, like cartoons again, because there aren't a lot of really good cartoons for children out at the moment, then I'll take it back. But at the moment, it looks like a cash grab. And again, like just from the plot, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be any good. You know,
Who are your top 3 children's show critics?
Man, I don't know. I'd have to go find one. I'm not talking about someone that I follow. I just mean like I'd want to look at their track record and be like, okay, so you're like
Scorsese says
you're
the
like
Patrick
the-
Star show is one of a kind.
Well, yeah, you're
We've
like
seen before.
you're like the Roger Ebert.
He hates Marvel shows, but he
reviewing
loves Patrick.
That sort of shit, you know,
Yeah.
like or just someone from like the Sunday Times section who reviews content in that way. Just
no,
being
I'm
like,
just kidding. Yeah.
hey, listen, like this isn't that bad. Then okay, I will gladly stand up and say that I was wrong. But I don't know, like I just don't like children's programming that panders to kids and that has just become so like like Uncle Grandpa. You remember Uncle Grandpa?
Uncle Grandpa,
Where they were
real
like,
bad, real
okay,
quick.
so if you just don't have any kind of a plot and you throw in whatever you want with a basic storyline and it's just outlandish, then kids will laugh at some of the random moments. And it's like, dude, no, like
Yeah.
kids aren't that stupid. You
they
know?
like we like stories for a reason.
Yeah, like I loved Drake and Josh. I loved the Ned's Declassified and Zoe 101 era. And I'm not even saying that some of the live shows now are fucking really bad. But like, dude, bring cartoons back. What happened?
Yo,
to
can
that?
I this is something that I'm like I've been realizing very recently about is that like and it has to do with this is like people are like these kids they just don't get it they don't get how it used to be, like they don't understand how it really is. I don't understand like what they're just so why are the kids why is there a dumbing down of America? And it's like it's literally because the older generation cheap out on the education that we desperately need.
Yeah.
And so we're forced to either learn things ourselves or just not learn it.
Yeah. Or learn it through media.
Or learn it through media. And it's like, well, that way, like, then anyone you want can be manipulating your kid. And yes, it is your fault that your kid is getting manipulated.
Yeah, I've always
It is.
been.
If
I've
you're
always
not
been of the
monitoring
mind.
their media in some capacity,
Yeah.
it is you're their parent. You're
Yes.
responsible for their well-being.
Of course. And it's like, look, if it's content that is made specifically for a very young audience, then of course there should be standards. You shouldn't be showing kids gore and shit when they're like 7 years old. So I'm not saying that. But yes,
Cocomelon is not
beyond-
teaching your kid.
Yeah, but beyond that, dude, it's on the parents to not only police what they watch, then your kid isn't out watching Die Hard at 5 years old, but also more importantly, yeah, like not all of this children's like friendly looking stuff is actually either educational or even that children's friendly.
Yeah.
Like all of the stuff on YouTube that you go watch, like the stupid Johnny videos of like just weird shit happening.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I don't know if I would want my kids just having a constant stream of that all day because it's weird.
I
It's
hear about these
weird
shows
shit.
like Paw Patrol. Dude, I'm not letting my kid watch that.
It's commercial.
He's not.
garbage.
They're not watching that. What the hell is that shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
And you're not
what
just
that
gonna
is.
watch some like fucking weird cartoon like that all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't
I
give
would-
your
I would say-
kids an
I would say-
iPad as a toddler and say, "There you go. Let me do my thing now." Be a parent.
Be a fucking
dude.
parent.
Be a
Let the-
parent.
no. How about this?
So
There's not a show that we're saying that's a good. We're not trying to recommend a show. What I'm
No.
recommending is take them the fuck outside.
Yes.
Let them see the world. Let them go to different places.
And
Let
yes.
them meet actual people.
Yes, they'll watch TV sometimes, but again, please and like just know what they're watching.
They're gonna see some shit
And
some
there you
at some point,
go.
and they're gonna try and experiment with like seeing other things because they're
Yes.
curious. Because oh my god, humans are fucking curious.
Yes.
Holy shit, who would have thought?
Yes. Make sure that
Don't
they're not watching anything
stop
crazy, but also
fucking-
don't be a helicopter parent.
Well,
Like,
but
there's,
also
like-
just don't like
It's
trivialize
so
things.
impossible
Like
to give anyone advice either way anymore because I feel like I have to qualify it on each side. Like, just it's so fucking stupid. I feel like it's self-explanatory. Don't let your kids watch fucked up shit, but also don't deny them from watching shit that they should watch naturally as being a kid.
if you don't have
There
the
you go.
time or mental capacity or patience to deal with a child and teaching them how to be a person, don't have
a
kids.
kid.
Stop having kids,
Don't have a
please.
kid.
Please, God, just wrap it up or chop your genitals off. I don't care what you have to do.
Jesus.
Stop
Or just be
inseminating
celibate, or don't you have unprotected
or
sex.
die. You know,
or die. I guess that's all.
but that's on you. I'm not telling you to do anything.
Well, on that uplifting ass note,
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
I think we're
for
ready
this
to go,
episode. We're
man.
just
This
about
is what
there.
happens when I do morning podcasts.
Yes.
I'm just
Yep.
like die.
Yes.
Stop
here.
having kids or die.
Well, guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in and giving us a watch and a listen.
We appreciate it. Make sure to
yes.
like the video if you
Just
liked it so
fucking
much.
Smash that
If you
like button,
have
dude.
an album that you'd like us to listen to, or
Yes.
something that maybe you thought was funny, or any kind
you
of
have a
comment at all, make sure to
guest
put it down in the
that
comments.
you'd like us to bring
a
on.
guest you'd like us to bring on. If you have anyone you can contact that's famous, or if you have someone that's Coors that could actually help sponsor me, that'd be really great. If
would
you
be
like it, if
lovely.
you want to see more, make sure to check out the channel
Yawn
and make
right
sure
there.
to subscribe. Yeah, and we just, we're trying to make the podcast, the channel grow every single day. We're gonna try and make some heavy investments here in a little
Yes.
bit on the podcast, try and upgrade it a little bit.
Yep.
Sound, video, this,
Yeah.
we're getting there.
I think
We're
getting
almost
there,
10
guys.
episodes in, so it's getting exciting, and now we're getting to the point where we're starting to like learn different things and like kind of
Yeah,
figure
then-
things out. So
And we're getting on our flow. I
Yeah,
think a little
we're
bit
getting
better.
more on our
Like,
flow.
we
It's
can
a little bit
kinda
better.
just talk.
Yeah.
And make it somewhat
Less of being
interesting.
like hi, more of being like hey.
hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, this is what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And, the concept of the show will probably evolve a little bit more as we
Yeah.
continue, but we're obviously going to let you guys know
Yeah.
before we just change a cardinal
Absolutely.
rule of the show.
Yeah.
All right, guys, cool. Well, we'll be back on Friday later this week with another couple of albums. And then next week, we might have some special guests again.
We
So
may have
stay
multiple
tuned.
special guests.
Get ready for episode 9 on Friday.
Hell
guys.
yeah.
And thank you once again for tuning in.
Thanks.
All
See you
right.
soon. We'll
Yep.
see you then.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Pew.